Well, I guess it's about time for a pig update. Uh, Here last week we had a surprise. They called and said they wanted to take first cut out of these barns. So we ended up taking one load out of each barn. The one was they were 271 pounds, and the other barn was 281. So really, for a few of the health problems, they really have gained quite well. So I was kind of surprised that they took those two loads, but I'm glad they did with all these packs closing and stuff. We've had I don't know how many loads at the other site that have been canceled. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning, right, or 2:30. We had the load at 1 o'clock this morning out of the other site. So I don't know. I think we got 5 loads or something left over there, but they're getting, some of them were getting almost too big. Kind of wanted to address the problems with the supply chain of pork. If anybody's seen on the news and whatever, or heard, there is a company based out of Minnesota that is actually euthanizing market-sized pigs because they can't get rid of them. I heard from the one guy that owns a trucking company that normally hauls pigs to the packs for that company, and they just put a deposit on 4 side dump trailers starting tomorrow, I believe. They're gonna have 4 side dump trailers hauling pigs to the landfill. With the delays and stuff, most of their pigs got marketed through that pack that was in Sioux Falls, and also the one down in St. Joe, Missouri. And the one in St. Joe, I think they're still going, but supposedly they had a couple people test positive with the virus, and the next day only half of the crew showed up to work. So basically they've had to cut their production way down. So, which obviously the problem with pigs is they keep growing. I know they're changing the rations. Our rations has changed. They're putting a lot of more salt and some Dical. Some of you guys that used to raise pigs, you'll know some of that stuff is generally going to slow their weight. A lot of times they'll do that kind of stuff if the pigs are tail biting real bad or something. Put extra salt and that Dical stuff in. But the problem is those pigs that were supposed to go 2 weeks ago that they couldn't get rid of, that were 300 pounds, now all of a sudden they're 320 some pounds. And depending on what kind of pack you're going to, you get much over 300 pounds, they start docking you pretty hard. There's even one pack that if you get over I think they said 280. If your load average is over 280, you're basically going to take a $5,000 dock per load. So they start getting up into that 320 to 350 range. I mean, they're taking a killing on those. Plus, not to mention, they've got ones that are 300 pounds now that are 2 weeks behind those other ones that they got to go. Otherwise, they're going to get too big. And where those 350 pound pigs are, they got to get the barns empty because they got pigs, the next group of pigs that's got to get out of the nursery or it's got to get out of the sow farm. They got to do something with them. So basically that's why they're having to do that. So that's a real sad, unfortunate thing. Also, there is a couple companies that I've heard that are in that same kind of situation, that they sows that are 2 weeks from farrowing, they're inducing them and basically aborting their litters because they have no place to go with the pigs. So it's gonna really screw stuff up. You can't, that supply chain, it's got to keep moving, because otherwise you get behind and you can't ever catch back up. So however long this takes, it's gonna screw it up for that long. I forget what the numbers was. I was thinking it was like really big. I was thinking it was like 20,000 head a week. So if it's 2 weeks, you know, that's 40,000 head. That's a crap ton of money. That's a crap ton of pork. It's just unbelievable. But so yeah, they've changed our, like yesterday, they were basically gonna empty out the other site on Monday. They had about 5 loads scheduled for us, and they're all canceled now already. So it's gonna be interesting. I hope they can get rid of them. I'm sure they got pigs that they need to bring in out of a nursery or something too. So I'm hoping they fill us back up. I've heard horror stories that they're gonna be euthanizing pigs and not filling barns and stuff, but I think they're gonna be using all the barns that they can, because, just in my opinion. But anyways, just a little update and chit chat about the supply situation going on. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.